everyone, welcome to Mr. H Math Lab. This is the series of 5 videos. We are on video number 4. Today we're going to talk about power of a power. Okay, so how can we solve the problem when you have a power on top of another power? So we're going to look at example 1. Okay, 3 to the second power raised to the 4th power. So as the general idea, when you have a power, which means that something multiplies itself that many times. So this is 3 squared raised to the 4th power. So basically it's just like 3 squared times 3 squared times 3 squared 4 times. Okay, and based on the first video, we learned that if you multiply the power which have the same base, we're gonna do it at the exponent. So this is just like 3 of 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So all the small power here, since they all have the same base as 3, so to multiply them, we're gonna add all the power together. So that will give us 3 to the 4, 6, 8. 3 to the 8th power. Now this is not the one that we want to go, because we want to solve the bigger problem, and this is gonna take a lot of times. So the idea is we can do is multiply the power to the power. So that will give us 3 raised to power is 2 times 4. That will be 3 raised to the 8th power. Okay, when you have power of a power, you multiply the power. And to make sure that you understand this, we multiply the power only when we have the parenthesis around a term. Alright, we're gonna go to try this problem. You gotta try this one by yourself for a few minutes, and we're gonna talk about the answer in a second. Alright, I hope that you try it. So our answer is 2 raised to 5 times 3. 5 times 3. That will be 15. 2 to the 15th power. Okay, part B, we're going to do the same thing. So x to the 2nd power raised to the 3rd power. If I multiply this, that will give me x of 2 times 3. Since my multiplication look like x, I'm going to put a dot. Okay, then we keep the rest, parenthesis. Nope, I didn't mean to keep parenthesis, I mean to keep the bracket. Bracket raised to the 4th power. So that the inside will give me x to the 6th power. And outside we still have the bracket raised to the 4th power. Then we're going to do is multiply this 2. That will give us x raised to the 24. Okay. Or we can go the short way by 2 times 3 times 4. That also give you 24. Alright, we're heading to example 2. Now the problem get bigger. I want you to go ahead, pause the video, try it for a little bit, and then we're going to go back together and talk about the answer. Alright, so first of all, we know that the power outside we have to do is distribute it in for 2 and for 3. But how about the coefficient, the 2? Do we do anything with it? So the answer is yes. We need to know the power of the coefficient. If you don't see any number on top of 2, which means that's 1, power of 1. Okay, so we also do is multiply 4 to the 1. Our answer is 2. 1 times 4 is 4. X to the 3 times 4 is 12. Y raised to 2 times 4 is 8. Alright, so the answer is 2 to the 4 x 12 y 8. Normally when you see this problem, they will ask you to evaluate, which means go ahead and solve for it. So we need to know what is 2 to the 4, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. So the answer is 16, x to the 12, y to the 8th power. Now this is your turn. Go ahead, try C and D for a minute, and then we're gonna check the answer. Alright, problem C. As we see that 3 has the second power, that's good for us. X to the third, y, there's no power for y, you're gonna put 1. Okay, then we're gonna do is distribute power to power. Okay, that will give us 3. 2 times 2 is 4. X, 3 times 2 is 6. And y, 1 times 2 is 2. Now our final answer is going to be 3 to the 4 power, means that three to the 4 power is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 9 is 81. So that will be 81, x to the 6th power, and y to the 2nd. Okay, we're going to do the same for problem D. So 5 to the 1st power, all we have to do is distribute 3 into parentheses. 3 times 1, 3 times 2, and 3 times 7. That will give you 5 to the 3rd power, a to the 6th power, because 2 times 3 is 6, and b raised to the 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, 5 to the 3rd power, 5 to the 3rd power is just like 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25 times 5 again is 125. So 5 to the 3rd power is 125, A6, B21, B21. Okay, that's it for part D. Now summary. So to simplify or to evaluate power to a power, we multiply the exponents. Okay, if there are if there is any number or letter, there is any numbers or letters which doesn't have power, what do we have to do? We will add the power of 1. I don't like the term add. I'm gonna say put. Oh, we're gonna write the power of 1. The power of 1. Alright, before we end the video, I want to point out a common mistake that most of people make. If you have x to the 3rd power times x to the 2nd power, make sure, go back to the first video, x to the 3rd power is x times x times x, and x to the 2nd is x times x. By countings, we have x to the 5th power. By the concept of the product rules, we can do is 3 plus 2 is x to the 5th power. It's different with today's lesson, x to the 3rd power raised to the 2nd power. If you see the parenthesis around the term and raised to another power, we're going to do is multiply this. That is x of 3 times 2, x to the 6th power. Make sure, if you're still unclear about the difference of these two, sit down, watch the video again, make sure you understand the difference so you don't make the same mistake on the test. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you make some mistake and learn from your mistakes. Again, remember that mistake is a part of learning. If you don't make any mistake, you didn't learn anything new. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope that to see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.